I just want to remind everybody that fear is being used as a tactic. It is something that people that are not well intentioned do, and they make other people feel afraid, scared. And I just want everybody to understand that it is a primal thing that we all have. It's a sort of activation where it's deeply rooted in how we behave and what we end up doing and our thoughts. And it's to keep us away from that scary lion on the savannah back 10,000 years ago. And it worked in that atmosphere, but in a new environment, it's often used by people that are trying to manipulate. And I want to remind you that the best decision, the best way to deal with this is not through fear, in a response through fear. I want you to think about how police officers or people that are in high stress situations, firefighters, judges, how they deal with people that are trying to manipulate and try to instigate fear. They pause, they walk calmly and think calmly and walk forward. I want you to constantly be thinking about that throughout the day, throughout the week, maybe even throughout the year or multiple years. Just walk calmly. Try to take a step back. Know that there's people out there that try to manipulate. They're not well intentioned. They're not principled. They want people to feel something because then you react. And that goes for a lot of actors, people that you see in the news, people that are close to you, all number of different folks, people in the public domain, people all around us. They are trying to make you feel afraid. They want you to react. Because when they react, they have power. And I want you to walk forward step by step, doing your thing. Plan out what you're going to tackle and tackle that thing today. That's the best mission. It's the best way to deal with this is to not give it even the time of day. To take a pause and say, if I react to it, it means that somebody else, as my parents used to say, somebody else has your goat. Somebody else is controlling who you are. And I want you to take that step forward every day, no matter what happens. And that's how you tackle things in your life that are important. That's how you get through these moments that sometimes seem scary, is you just take a little step. And it doesn't have to be a lot. I'm not going to encourage you to plan on doing a lot, but I want you to do one little tiny step today. Even if it means that it doesn't feel like a lot, that's better than nothing. Always think about that. What is your alternative? Your alternative is to sit there and feed into that, or you walk forward. And as you get older, and I'm talking about as we get much older, be careful of those folks that want to make you feel afraid. That is a response that we have That is something that is fairly natural. It's pretty universal to start feeling more afraid as you get older. But I want you to work on things that make you feel better and not afraid at any given moment. Go for walks, try to go watch things that make you feel good inside. Do as best as you can to stay positive. As Annie points out in her theater, in her show, that there's always tomorrow. And I want you to remember that. The game is not over until it's over. And there's always tomorrow. And the sun will start shining tomorrow. Have that optimism. No matter what happens. It's the most important thing that we have is hope. Take care and have a wonderful day.